Hello, welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler and I'm live on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're here, can you please let me know in the comments? That would be really good. Do a sound and light check. That would be awesome too. So, how are we doing? We are in September. We kind of here in the UK, we've kind of missed the summer completely. So, yeah, here's hoping for a late summer in September. Let me know what you've been up to this last weekend. That would be really good. I did not achieve the things on my list. If you were here over the last couple of weeks, my plan was to redo all of this, my whole studio. It didn't happen. Too many other jobs, too many other priorities. So I've shelved it for now. And I will get back to it. But not for a few weeks yet, because it is a really busy autumn we've got coming up. So Donna is here from Oz. Thank you, Donna. Hi, Michelle, and hi, Chris. And Chris is saying everything's okay on Facebook and on YouTube. That is really good. Scylla, hello. So good to see you all. So in the comments, let me know what you're up to. What have you been doing? Has anyone got any news to share? Any holidays booked? Any new grandbabies? Any new pets? I don't know. Anything. And has anyone started their Christmas shopping? Oh, that was rubbish. That was mean, wasn't it? That was mean of me to say that word. Today's crafting, I'm actually doing two projects. One is Christmassy and one isn't. So if you're not ready for the Christmas spirit yet, that's okay. I've had card class this morning, so we had a lovely morning, making lots of cards. And if you're joining actually for the first time because you met me in Stokes Bay on the bank holiday Monday, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. So let's see. Afternoon, Mum. How are you doing? Pauline's here. Donna's youngest grandson turns 7 tomorrow. Oh, that is so cool. That is a great age. Still very curious about the world, I'm sure. I love I love them when they're that age. And then sort of teenagers. It's kind of that bit in the middle that yeah. So Anita is here. Hello. Wow, we've got lots of people here today. Donna's saying full of mischief. Yeah, you see, now that's the thing. That's what I like. That's why I like teenagers as well. Only their mischief is normally, a bit more extreme. So you should have received this in the post. If you are one of my customers and you have not received one in the post, or if you're not one of my customers but you'd like to be, let me know. Email me. Let me put my email address up. Ooh. No, just show it. Okay, Amanda@inspiringinking.com. Email me your name, address, postcode, and which catalogs you want. So currently we have the mini and we have the annual. And via email already, you should have had the scrapbook. Excuse me. You should have had the scrapbooking brochure. So let me know if you haven't had any of those things. Certainly for my international customers, your catalogs went out about 10 days, 2 weeks ago, so they should have arrived. And my UK based customers, yeah, it was over a week ago, so you should have received it. If you haven't, then let me know and I'll just pop another one in the post. Hi, Stella. Texas is in the house. Well done. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, so this catalogue launches tomorrow. So I've already had a few messages with people saying, Amanda, I can't order. I've seen that thing, whatever that thing is. I've seen that thing and I want to order it and it's not, and the system just says it doesn't exist. Yeah, it won't exist till tomorrow. If you're a night owl, then in theory, it'll go live at 11 o'clock UK time tonight. The reality is sometimes it doesn't go live then perfectly. And quite often, you know, they're adding stuff and things over the course of a few hours. So sometimes it's live and it's all good. Sometimes you have to wait until kind of the morning. So yeah, so it just depends really. But I would recommend that if you are ordering and if you are wanting scrapbooking stuff, you order as soon as you possibly can. Because the scrapbooking things are new and we haven't carried any scrapbooking items for a long time. I'm expecting the demand for them to be really high. Now, I hope that Stampin' Up have figured that out. And, you know, they're normally pretty good. I think they'll probably have figured that out and hopefully we'll have plenty of stock. But if it's what you want, then I suggest you get it ordered as soon as possible. I, on YouTube, will be filming some videos with some of the kits. So you'll get to see them as well. And I know for some of you, that's what you'd prefer, to see them a bit more close up before you make a decision. But yeah, I think they're going to go out of stock. But they will come back. So I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? Because the thing is, you want what you want when you want it. So hopefully you'll get your orders in. Sue is here. Hello. And Lorraine and Ali. Oh, it's busy afternoon today. Okay, so mini catalog launch, scrapbooking launch. Everywhere else in the world is getting 2 kits tomorrow. Europe is not, because they're stuck in a container somewhere. So tomorrow you'll be able to see the kits and it will say currently unavailable. You can also see the kits in the mini catalogue. We've got 2 Christmas kits coming. One's a gift and one's a Christmas kit. I'm not going to say any more because I might get into trouble. But tomorrow you'll be able to see them. And if you're on my emailing list, I'll make sure that you know what they are for when they come in. And they should be in the next few days, I would think, or a week or two. But yeah, just not tomorrow. But everyone else is getting them tomorrow because they're in their warehouses and not ours. The next thing to say is you will be getting a completely separate email from me later today about World Card Making Day. Now, World Card Making Day is something that Stampin' Up has been involved with for years and years and years. And they've done all sorts of different kinds of events, in-person events, online events, big events, little events. And they are doing a 1-hour event that is free on the 5th of October. Now, it's UK times for my friends around the world. When you register, you'll be able to figure out what time it is wherever you are. But it's for 1 hour on the 5th of October between 1 and 2 o'clock. Now, in order, even if you can't watch it live, please register. There is a registration gift. Now, I don't know what the registration gift is, but a gift is a gift. Is a gift. And why wouldn't you, really? Why wouldn't you have an hour's worth of crafting tutorial or crafting sharing that you can watch at your leisure because you'll get a copy of the recording and you get a gift. So please sign up. All of the information, I will put a link, but let me see if I can. Share my screen. Let's see that one. Share. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? So that's the logo. And then there's information there about it. And it also tells you what to expect and what they're actually going to be using. So if you want to craft along with them, there are ephemera packs and cards and so on. Or you can just watch the event and create with your own things. So really excited about this. Like I said, it's just an hour, but if you're not free, then that's okay because you can watch it on the replay. Okay, so let's swap that out. Janet's here. Hello. You're only a few minutes late, Janet. That's fine. That's fine. So apart from Donna's grandson, who's turning 7, does anyone else have any news to share? Any favourite products in the mini catalogue or in the scrapbooking catalogue? Put those in the comments as well. That would be really good. While I slurp my coffee. I'm a cup of coffee behind today because I was out this morning for card class. It's an in-person class. I managed to be a cup of coffee behind. No? Okay. Right. So shall we craft? Let's get crafting. I am going to turn the camera around. Let me just stop that. Oh, hang on. Ali says she's back at school tomorrow. So that's obviously back to work, isn't it? Lots of orders for cards now she's going back. It's always the way. It's always the way, Ali. You have lots of time to do crafting, and then when you have no time, you've got lots of stuff that you need to do. Oh, Lorraine is saying Frozen Edges bundle and the Humble Home bundle. Okay, so let me see. All right, I'm looking in the catalog. I can't show you the pages. So the Humble Home bundle is on page 46, and that has a little house punch, which is really cool. Frozen Edges. There are 2 snowflake bundles. This one's got several dies that are really intricate. And 2 of my favorite sentiments, actually. So one says snuggle up and hope for snow, which I'm very excited, which, you know, because that's me all over, isn't it? I'm always hoping for snow. And then let yourself rest, which, you know, I bet we can all think of people that we need to send that card to. And Chris is loving the splendid autumn papers on page 37. So yeah, so they're like the thoughtful journey papers. They're scenic papers that you can just add a sentiment to. They're really lovely. So there you go. So any other favorite things in the catalogue, let me know in the comments. So let's get this camera turned around. Yeah, okay. So for the first one, because I know not everyone is as full into Christmas yet, so I thought I'd do it in some autumnal colors, and then I'll do a Christmassy version. So this is Timeless Charm. This is one of the stamp sets that is in the online exclusives. I have used it a few times, but I'm just using the leaves from this one. The colors I have got are Peach Pie, Calypso Coral, and Cajun Craze. So I've basically got sort of 3 shades of orange-y. Okay. Now, I have my little measurements here. So my standard card blank is 4 inches by 5 3/4. Now, depending on where you are in the world, your card blank may not be the same size. So what I suggest you do is when you'll see my measurements, you just need to go down in increments and from your card front. So I'll kind of talk you through it as we go. But obviously, my North American friends, your card blank will be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So your card blanks are wider, but a little bit shorter than ours. And if you are working on a true metric, it will be 10.5 centimeters by 14.5. So very slightly different measurements. So I've got my card blank and I've got a layer. So that's Peach Pie and this one is Cajun Craze. And I haven't yet decided whether I'm going to use Cajun Craze or Calypso Coral. Ooh. Do you know what? I'm going to cut both. Because I don't know. Okay. So the W Just actually, I'm going to cut that off because that is not helpful. That's not helpful to you. It was helpful for my customers this morning, but it's not helpful to you. So basically, each layer, this is for each layer. So, and you're going to alternate color and white or vanilla. So we want 5.5 by 3 3/4. So then the next layer is going to be white. So that is 3 inches by 4 3/4. No, it's not. Hang on. I'm going to start with white. So that's 3 3/4 by 5.5 in white. Then the next layer is 3 inches by 4 3/4. Then the next layer is white, which is 2 3/4 by 4.5, like so. Actually, then the next one is 2 1/4 by 4. I've just got very excited. I'll explain why in a minute. 2 1/4 by 4. That looks cool, doesn't it? And please say it looks nice. Then 2 inches by 3 3/4. So right, the next card I've cut everything already. So basically, what I've got is 2 lots of mats and layers. Let me pop that there. Like that. Does that make sense? So these are the measurements. So the first layer is white, a coloured layer, and a white layer, and a coloured layer, and a white layer. And what we're going to do is take all of the white layers and we're going to stick them together. Now, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. You just want a tiny dot of it. And then what you want to do is stick it on your sleeve or on your shirt. Pick up some fluff so it's not too sticky. So like that. Get dust, look. So I've got fluff, look, from, from my top. And then you're going to layer all of the pieces like that. So does this make sense? Hopefully it does. And I'm just going to get a bit of grid paper. And what we're going to do is we are going to stamp. Now, this is actually a completely flat card when it's finished. You can matte and layer it with dimensionals and things if you want to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to have it really flat. And I'm making a thank you card because I have run out. So this says, thanks for all you do. And like I said, this is the timeless charm. And then you need a variety of stamps. And you want them in either in different sizes or that will work even if you can only see a small portion of it. So these leaves are great because you can stamp them and you'll be able to figure out which that it, you know, it looks like a leaf. If you have something that's too big, you won't actually see it properly when the card is finished. So let me just see which way around I was going to do my colours. So I'm going to start with Calypso Coral. And what I'm going to do is stamp over all 3 layers. Now, I don't want you to worry if it looks like it's not stamped properly, because what will happen is you will end up with like a little void there around the edge of the card. But because this is actually all going to layer or one on top of the other in a little while, you won't see that. So as always, we're going to go with 5, well, odd numbers. And then I'm going to go here. And then with the darker one, and you can stamp, because obviously where this is sort of all overlaying, what I'm actually going to do, it doesn't matter if you stamp the leaves randomly and they sort of overlap one another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to go 7 for this one. And then I think I'm going to add a few more. Of the others, just to fill in where I've got a few little gaps. Okay. So you can see I've made a really busy pattern, and actually I've got quite a gap there. So let's take that on. This is where you keep going, Amanda, stop. Yeah, I'm going to stop there. I am going to stop now. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dismantle this. So you're going to pull the pieces apart and start sticking them down. Sue's saying she loves the look of the Nests of Winter Sweet. So I'm really liking that too. The papers arrived here the other day, and I'm absolutely loving the papers. So that's a good choice. So let's layer that. And then we'll lay that. Now this kind of looks a bit weird at this point. You have to just trust the process. And I understand that it can be a bit tricky, that. So there's your first layer. And then this is going to get stuck onto here. Now just take a second just to make sure that you're lining up the pattern. And all of a sudden, it's going to go from looking really, really busy to looking really clean. And it's because those colours are framing it. There you go. So it's called triple time stamping. I'm just going to just stamp the inside. It's called triple time stamping because it's got 3 layers, and it's a technique that has been around for quite a long time, and it's all different kind of sizings, and you can adapt it to whatever size of card you have. So I have gone down 3/4 of an inch on my layers. So the paper, the white layer and the colored layer, there's 1/4 of an inch difference, but for the block, it's 3/4 of an inch. But play around with your layers and kind of see what you prefer. So that is just going in for the inside. There you go. Okay, so shall we do a Christmassy one as well? Just pop these away. And clean my stamps, because otherwise I will get covered in ink. We're talking about that at class today. My recommendation, if you get inky, if you're a crafter like me that is enthusiastic and therefore ends up covered in ink, a bar of soap is actually what you need. My favorite soap is L'Occitane, because it doesn't dry my skin out. Obviously there are lots and lots of other soap bars available, particularly where you are in the world. Okay, so let me I'll leave that there, look, and then we'll move that, and then we will make ta-da! There's the surprise. It's a blue one. So this is Pretty Peacock, and I have got exactly the same layers, these same sizes, but this time it's all one color, so it's all been cut already. Lorraine saying she loves this technique. Thank you, Lorraine. So the suite that I am using this time, the bundle is a new bundle in the mini, and let me just find it and tell you how much it is and what page it's on. It is on page 45, and the bundle is £27. So I think, that's an amazing price. It comes with just 2 dies. So you've got this detailed snowflake die, and then this outside die, and that is designed to cut that stamped image out, and it's in a really cute little envelope. But if you are wanting to add a snowflake set to your crafting supplies, so there's this one, and then there's the one that Lorraine talked about, which is called Frozen Edges. So they're lovely, both of them. They're slightly different. But this has got a to and a from as well, and your different sizes of snowflakes. So this time I'm only using 2 colors. So I've got Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. And let me get this out. And then, oh, there we go. I'm using this stamp set. So this one, as well as the stamp set that I use for this card, these are online exclusives. So this Greetings of the Season is kind of the Christmas sentiment stamp set I'm recommending at the moment, because it's got so many different variations. Because you've got Happy and Merry and Christmas and New Year, but you've also got it. So you've got Happy and Merry in both block font and script. And the same with Christmas and New Year. You've got a season's greetings. You've got a to and from, a for you. So there is lots to go with this set. So in exactly the same way as we did before, we want the white pieces. I'm going to use my little seal. Ooh. And the other thing you could use is a glue dot. But whatever you do, don't use something that's really, really sticky. Ooh. Because although you want this to stick, so it's not going to wiggle about, you don't want it to be permanent and then you to tear the cardstock. So again, I've made like a little layered piece there. Now, first up, we need a stamping mat, because this is all photopolymer. And the next thing is you absolutely need to stamp the word Christmas first, because it doesn't quite fit on the first layer. So I'm stamping it, and I'll lift it up and you'll be able to see. I'm stamping it so that the S is inside that first layer, but the C actually goes onto that second layer there, look. Okay, so I put my Christmas down first and then Happy. And I'm going to just pop that there. There we go. So there's the Happy Christmas. And then I'm going to start with my snowflakes. And obviously I'm just using 2 colors this time, but absolutely you could use multiple colors, or you could just use 1. That works as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's a start. And make sure as you're stamping that you are going over the layers, because that's the whole point. And look, I'm talking, I'm not paying attention, and I've just gone straight onto the Pretty Peacock. You see? Like, okay. And then I'm going to go on to peacock with the tiny one and just fill in some of those gaps. And if you want to sparkle this up, you could put rhinestones on them. You'll see another card that I've got in a minute that I've actually put a die cut on it as well. So you could do that. Let's see, that's pretty full there. Okay. Right. Let's get our layer. Oh, I need to stamp the inside layer as well. Just grab one of those before I put the stamps away. There we go. So this is a really, really quick technique once you've done the cutting. So if you just work on your layers and cut them in advance, that will work really well to do that. And it's one of those things that people go, how did you do that? How did you get everything to mat and layer all evenly? Just a little bit of sticky. My card blank's a bit wonky. Let me just straighten that up. So that's that one. And that's that one. Okay. There we go. Let's just move those out of the way. And show you this one. Isn't that cool? It's just such a quick and easy technique, but you can change it up with all kinds of colors if you wanted to as well. You could use like silver foil, that kind of thing on your layers. Here's one. This is one that we actually made at class today. And what I've actually done, let me just pull that up a bit more, is we've used a foil snowflake. I've die cut and used the silver foil and put a pearl on there. So that adds a little bit more dimension. as well. And saying she's loving the pretty peacock on the white. It's very elegant. And Donna, thank you. Saying they're lovely cards. Thank you very much. A couple of bits of information. For everybody that signed up for my watercolor class, all of the information's gone out in the post. Gone out over email, and the kits will be coming out later this week. And Christmas retreat, I am still taking bookings. So if you need more information about that, let me put my email address up. If you need information about my Christmas retreat, it's online, it's recorded, so you can join in from anywhere in the world. If you want a kit, you have to be in the UK. And then to say there will be a recorded video on Tuesday next week. And I will be back live here 2 weeks today, which will be the 17th. So thank you so much for joining me today. Do let me know if you've got any questions, if you want any more information about anything that I have talked about today, my classes, my events, or if you'd like to place orders, either email me or pop over to my blog, www.inspiringinking.com. And there you'll find sort of a contact me, sign up for my newsletter, and lots more creative inspiration, and a clickable link to all of the products so that you can purchase the things that you're looking for. So thank you so much. Take care of yourselves until I see you next time. So take care, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.